Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to more Battle for Azeroth coverage as we continue to cover the War of the Thorns, aka the events leading up to the burning of Teldrassil. Now, last time we took on the Alliance perspective. This time around, we're going to take my buddy Drak, and we're going to take on the Horde perspective of the War of the Thorns. And we're going to try and do this weekly, and then we'll just put the videos up when they're ready to go. So, here we go. Let's just go ahead and get things started in our order hall. Ooh. I'm waiting for... because I think Sylvanas is going to show up. I guess not. The War Chief awaits. Drak, there are important matters I would like to discuss with you, but discretion is of the utmost importance. Meet me in my chambers in the Undercity, where I can assure our privacy has not been compromised. Ensure that you are not followed. Orgrimmar has become riddled with SI-7 spies. It would seem that King Anduin and Matthias Shaw are desperate to know what our next move is. How admirable. Okay.
Though our long war against the Legion has ended, the Horde cannot afford a moment of respite. Meet me in my chambers in the Undercity, where we can discuss our next move discreetly.
Interesting. So she's basically moved back to the Undercity instead of ruling in Orgrimmar. I wonder if a couple of people took that as an insult. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and teleport over to Undercity so that we can then meet with our War Chief and figure out what her next move is in the War of the Thorns, at least in the Azerite race, as that's what we're dealing with right now. So let's take the portal to the Undercity. I do like the fact, I will be honest, I do like the fact that I'm not going to Orgrimmar again. It's one of those capital cities I just don't like. I mean, frankly, capital cities on the Horde side, like, I have two. I like the Undercity, and I like Silvermoon. Thunderbluff is good. I'm okay with it. It's big. Same kind of complaints that I have with Orgrimmar. And, does a Shara count? I'm not too fond of that either. I'm guessing, yeah, she's in the Royal Quarter. So let's go ahead and... or the Royal Quarter right next to the Apothecarium. It's been a while since I've been in Undercity, so I just have to re-navigate myself. Here we go. This leads into the Royal Quarter. And let's see what the plan is for our War Chief. Whoa, jeez. My mouse is really acting up today. Okay. Oh, man, I was kind of hoping that we would see some of the Desolate Council, but it doesn't look like we are. Oh, because I like those characters from the novel Before the Storm. Well, let's see, we have Bane here, we have Gallywix, Nathanos is obviously here, Dreadguards, Shalindra, Alaric Hawkins. Really? I do not see Varrock Sourfang, and I guess he's my assumption is he's the Orc representative. It's either him or Eitrig. And Rokan would be the Troll representative, I think, but they're not here. Oh, and Lorthamar's here. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and take the quest.
We are the Forsaken.
Glad you can make it so quickly, Drak.
Who stands in our way.
War Chief commands. Oh, geez, I, for some reason, skipped.
I have no time for games.
Oh, I didn't. Silithus, that has been the name of the game, or rather, that is what I wanted the Alliance to believe. Make no mistake, Azerite is just as powerful as it is rumored to be, but I have bigger plans in mind. High Overlord Sourfang is leading an army towards Silithus. By now, he should be in the Northern Barrens. I want you to intercept him and notify him that the preparations are complete. Preparations for what, you ask? Why, we are going to capture the World Tree.
What joy is there in this curse?
So, let's see. You would ask a question of me, Drak? May I ask why you want to capture Teldrassil? Time is not a luxury we possess, but I respect your desire to know more. Sylvanas points to Silithus on the map. This has forever altered the balance of power in Azeroth. Deposits of Azerite are being located across the world, Drak. Though we do not yet understand its full potential, it is clear that this substance has vast destructive capability. What will war look like in 20 years? In 100? How can the Horde hope to defend its borders if the Alliance controls the flow of Azerite? It is uncertain. What is certain is that the Alliance will use Darnassus as a safe harbor for funneling Azerite into the Eastern Kingdoms. Anduin will build powerful new weapons, and sooner or later he will turn them upon our homelands. First he will strike at the Undercity and Silver Moon, then his gaze will fall upon Kalimdor. For the sake of the Horde's future, we must be the first to act. By occupying Darnassus, we will control the flow of Azerite and ensure it cannot be used against us. The Alliance will dare not attack its own city for fearing of harming civilians. With a single stroke, we will guarantee generations of peace. Well, the Night Elves will fight us at every step. The Kaldori will defy our occupation unless we break their spirits. We must inflict a blow that will show them what is at stake. They need to lose something, someone, in whom they have absolute trust and faith. A symbol of hope. The Dark Lady narrows her eyes. Malfurion Stormrage must die. Ooh, okay, so that's her initial goal right now for the occupation. She wants to execute Malfurion to dishearten the Kaldori. Oh, oh, honey. You would have a very, very pissed off Priestess of the Moon if you pulled that off. A very pissed off Priestess of the Moon. Oh, Tyrande would want your head on a pike. Oh, and I kind of would too. Malfurion is actually one of my more favorite characters of Warcraft lore. So let's head back to the Magic Quarter. Can we get a portal to Orgrimmar? Oh, it doesn't look like we can. It's definitely one of the downsides of the capital cities, is they should really have portals by now. Okay, well, we can actually take this on, and in fact, since I'm a druid, we're gonna take a shortcut instead. We're gonna head into Ashenvale, because that would put us right next to the Northern Barrens anyway. Because I think there's an Ashenvale portal here. Should be. Hyjal. Let's see, where is it? Grizzly Hills, Dream Grove, Mount Hyjal, Hinterlands, Duskwood. Okay, there isn't an Ashenvale one, but there would be one at Mount Hyjal. So we'll head there. That'll put us as close as we can be to it. So head into the Hyjal Gate. Being a druid has such major advantages right now, especially if you want to like try and go and get old gear, do transmog or mount runs. Oh, you can get there so fast. So many portals are available to druids right now. I mean, everybody else has a lot of available portals to be able to use, but when you add in where druids can go, it gets bigger. It really does. I was actually kind of surprised that the druids were the only ones that kind of got these additional portals when you could have gotten mages doing the exact same thing, and they didn't. Okay, so while we're flying, we're going to go ahead and do a quick magic cut just to keep the errand time as slim as we can. So be right back. Okay, we are here in the Northern Barrens, and we are meeting up with High Overlord Varrock Sourfang. Looks like here's the forces that he was supposed to send out to Silithus.
Loktar.
I have been awaiting your arrival, Drak.
Yes, you have. Quick diversion.
I have halted our march until I received word that we were ready to divert. What comes next will be a coordinated, synchronized attack on key outposts in Ashenvale. If we attacked quickly, we will destroy the Kaldori's defenses and clear a path all the way to Darkshore. Stormwind will surely send reinforcements to stop us. We have to conquer Teldrassil before they arrive. I will divert the troops, meet with our operative Norash outside Astronov for further instructions.
Without soldiers of the Horde, ready your blades. Today, we march on the Kaldori.
I like the original Sourfang voice. For the Horde! Okay, so now that we've done that, we have to do a little bit more flying. Hopefully not too far. Well, it's going to be an Astronar. So, being an errand boy, that's always fun. Well, let's go ahead and do another quick magic cut so we can keep this going. Okay, we are here in the forests of Ashenvale, and I think we're actually coming up on Lorash, who is the operative that we'll be dealing with, I think, pretty consistently. So like Delarin Summermoon was for the Alliance, we'll be dealing with Lorash on this one.
Let's not waste time.
Saurfang says it's time. Excellent. All right. So everybody has a price. Hundreds of rogues have already attacked Caldora outposts in Ashenvale. On my signal, they will begin the next phase of this war, sowing chaos. My colleague died not far from here, Drak, so I could use your help. If we stay out of sight, the town won't even know it's under attack before we have all of its guards down. I have a poison that will kill them quickly and silently. It's your signal to me which targets are safe to attack without being noticed. I will put them down. What do you say?
Let's impress. First, let me signal the others to begin their assault.
Okay, so...
This fire burns with purple smoke. They should see it rise above the trees soon.
Indeed. Okay.
After you, champion. You mark the safe targets. I'll bring them down.
Okay, and I keep on forgetting that for some reason my keys don't work very well on this one. So now we're stealthed. Take care of the Astronar Sentinel. Wow, that kills them pretty damn quick. So Astronar Priest, we'll do her next. We just need to eliminate 10 guards.
Technically, we don't need to kill the civilians, but I like your style.
Oh, jeez. I thought we had to take care of them all. Okay, well. That'll work. Okay, so 3. By the way, I hope everybody's having a good week so far. For me, it's just busy, busy, busy. Like I said, we're getting ready for a big break, and I'm looking forward to that, I'll be honest with you. Just so that we can get the baby born and we can start taking care of some other things. That would be great. Boom. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of that. That would be 6. I don't know if I dare do the groups. The groups sound to me like that would be a big problem. But I'm running out of people. Let's try one and see how well it goes. Ah, so they are kind of oblivious. There we go. So this will give me our last one. And I have a feeling that Captain's going to be the next one, too. So I remember from the Alliance one, that was like the corpse that we came across. Okay, so that'll be number 10.
That should do it. How does it feel to single-handedly sack an entire city?
Well, don't feel good about it. Especially since I'm pro-Alliance on a lot of these cases.
Shall we get to work?
We did it. Hopefully the other outposts fared as well as we did. Okay, a timely arrival. My end of the bargain is done, troll. I'm going to check on the other outposts to make sure none of my brothers and sisters are in trouble. Meet with the war chief and inform her that Astronar has been secured. If everything has gone according to plan, she should be well on her way. Oh, and try not to hog all the glory, huh? Orash smirks at you. Okay, so we need to meet with... So we need to meet with Sylvanas. Thankfully, we're here already. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, actually, never mind. That's not Thane. Okay, let's turn this in.
What are we if not slaves to
That
this
was a
torment?
perfectly executed strike, Drak. Zorumgar Outpost. Saurfang shall establish our troops here. Now that Astronar is ours, I shall continue my hunt for the only creature that can stop our march to victory. Malfurion Stormrage. Our next order of business will be to establish a foothold at the base of Darkshore. Commander Grimfang of the Zorumgar Outpost should be able to accommodate an incoming army. Inform him of our arrival, and ensure the necessary preparations are made. Okay, so we need to go all the way, I guess, to Zorumgar Outpost. Jeez, this is already a major difference. Where the Alliance are on the defensive, we are errand boys, roughly. Because we've already had to go to the Undercity, bounce back to Kalimdor so that we could warn Saurfang, then come in here. We had one quest where we took out some guards, and then we're back to errand boy stuff. Jeez. This is getting kind of ridiculous. But hopefully worth it in the end. Because we get to see both sides of this conflict. And we'll see what actually happens. Who starts the burning of Teldrassil, which then triggers on into the siege of Lordaeron, aka the Undercity. Because a few people are probably going to get confused by that. Lordaeron, what the heck? I don't know what Lordaeron is. Yes, you do. You've spent a lot of time there. At least if you're undead. Or if you were questing on the Eastern Kingdoms. One of the two. Okay, so here's Zorumgar Outpost. Which is a Horde base, I believe. Yeah, it's not neutral anymore. Okay, so we need to talk to a few people. We'll start things up with Dagrun Ragehammer.
What do you need?
Don't just stand around, troll. There's work to be done.
Okay, Warchief Sylvanas Windrunner requires your aid repairing her soldiers' weapons.
Strength.
My forge is always ready, Drak.
Alright, so cool. That's the commander right there. I'm actually going to do the innkeeper first. So, Innkeeper Duras.
What can I do for you?
If we are able to make these new lands ours, then we must have a place to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles. The War Chief needs rations and lodging for an incoming army.
May your blades never dull.
We are a small outpost, but I will gather what we have. The War Chief and her army will want for nothing. I swear it. Loktar Ogar. And finally, we have Commander Grimfang.
Loktar.
Zorumgar will be a new bastion of power against our enemies under my watch. Glory to the Horde!
Commander, the War Chief asks that you prepare your outpost for an incoming army.
Down.
Zorumgar will stand ready for the Horde!
Okay, so now that we have that, we need to meet back up. Jeez, so much errand boy stuff. Come on. Now we need to head back to Astronar to meet up with Saurfang. I'm just gonna be honest right here and now. War of the Thorns Part 1 for the Horde is errand boy stuff, and that's always kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to record it. Like, I'm talking to you guys right now, but if we had to go like halfway across the continent, like we've had to, like a couple of zones, I gotta magic cut it because there's too much traveling in there. There's too much just sitting here flying. Okay, we're almost to Astronar though, so this is not gonna be a major issue. Here's hoping that we don't just errand boy this entire time. Then at that point, I would say at least the Alliance kept you engaged. Because you had to go take care of the Furbolgs and all the various other forces. Okay, now that we've secured it.
What would you ask of me?
A forge this large has not moved in Ashenvale in a long time. I hope Zorumgar is ready to accommodate the might of the Horde.
By the way, I do actually like his new model. It is very good. On the prowl.
Do you see all of the wisps about? I've seen this once before, when the demon Archimond was felled by the sting of hundreds, no thousands of wisps. This can mean only one thing. Malfurion is beckoning the aid of his ancestors. The War Chief has already taken a scouting party ahead to Darkshore to intercept him. Please, Drak, find the War Chief and see if he has yet caught her prey.
Or she has.
We have secured all of Ashenvale, but we must keep the pressure on.
The Horde will.
As this is actually supposed to go. Because bottom line, Kalimdor is supposed to be Horde territory, and the Eastern Kingdoms are supposed to be Alliance territory. That's why we need the navies. That's why we need to go to Kultiris and to Zandalar. And speaking of that, I have a little bit of a confession. I've actually made a couple of decisions in regards to my initial playing of Battle for Azeroth, and originally I was going to do the Tale of Drakfu and go blind into Zandalar. I hope you guys won't be mad, but I have changed my mind on it because I'm just going to be honest. Kultiris is interesting, but not as interesting as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be doing a lot more stuff with Jaina, and unfortunately, she's probably involved very little. And so I've actually decided that my first character is going to be leveled on the Horde side. We're going to go into Zandalar because, oh my gosh, that's going to be like a lore fan's greatest dream. we finally get to go into a lot of troll lore, so I'm very excited about it, and I hope you guys won't hold it against me. Tale of Drak will still go through, but I'm probably going to take another character through as well. And I'm actually debating whether or not to at least do something on the Kultira side because of the unique storytelling. We'll see when we get there, but here is Malfurion Stormrage.
You will come no further, Banshee Queen.
Soldiers, no! Do not rush the...
That's what happens when you trust orcs.
Fools. At least now we know how dangerous the wisps can be.
Indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this.
I have no time for games.
I've been tracking Malfurion's every movement. The Lord of the Forest cannot hope to outmatch one who served as Ranger General of Silvermoon. Indeed. Into the woods. Careful, Drak. The forest is still brimming with Stormrage's forces. Look out behind you! Whoa, jeez. Well, let's go ahead and take care of them.
How dare you sneak up on me?
And unfortunately, I can't kill these guys as quickly as I could on my Alliance Druid because I don't necessarily have a whole lot of gear on this guy. But we'll make it work. Let's get the one near the War Chief. There we go. Well, at least they're consistently coming. That's going to be helpful. Oh, you know what? I actually think I may have forgotten to do something, so... crap. I will take care of that in a second. That might also account for my lack of damage. Boom! This fight here should be fairly adequate. It's not great, but it's not bad either. 5. Jeez, enough with the assaults. Crying out loud. There we go. Okay, so now we can turn this in really quick. I'm just going to go ahead and do my talents because, again, 8.0 reset them. Oh, I already did it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just undergeared. Okay, cool.
What joy is there in this
Malfurion
curse?
will soon return with an army. Right for the picking. The Kaldori have finally halted our progress. In a perfect world, we could have marched all the way to Aberdeen and taken Tildrassil before they could have even slowed us down. But it matters little. Malfurion will try to hold us back until his fleet returns from Silithus. Until then, his army is too small. If only we could find a path through these damned wisps. I have an idea. Let's have a chat with Sourfang. Ah, damn it! Back to...
There will be nowhere to run when next we meet Malfurion.
Ah! You gave me one thing to do and already I'm flying back somewhere! And people can't tell, like, errand boy quests are kind of annoying to me. I mean, at least if I could put, like, a flight path down and just go. But I can't. I've got to manually fly here because of a couple of reasons. One, this character doesn't have all the flight paths in Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms. I don't have that toy yet. I need to get around to buying it. But on top of that, yeah, it's errand boy. I want to kill stuff, you know, like, at least for as many times as people complain about go kill 10 boars, at least you're killing 10 boars. You're doing something. You're playing the game. This is nothing but errand boy stuff. Okay, so here we go. Never mind. I was actually going to go ahead and use, like, both my legendaries, but I can't because I don't have that talent yet on this character. All right, so here is Sourfang, along with Nathanos and Sylvanas. Sylvanas has come back.
I am Sourfang, brother of Broxigar.
The Kaldori have begun to reinforce Darkshore. Our path to Teldrassil will be more difficult than we had anticipated.
Okay, so Sylvanas has an idea.
We are the Forsaken.
A quick flyover.
We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Malfurion knows that his wisp wall is a temporary measure. He is buying time for reinforcements to arrive in Teldrassil. It is imperative that we find a way through that wall, and quickly. I want you to take our explosive reserves and apply pressure. You will not be able to bring it down, but you may be able to find us an opening. I will have a squadron ready to strike once you break ground. Zavrik Blastwix should have a few bombardiers for the job. Okay.
A wall of wisps. Surely it is nothing our Dark Rangers and a few demolishers cannot overcome, my lady.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk to Zabrix.
Time is money, friend.
The war chief wants to scare off the wisps, eh? I have just the thing. You want to fly this thing, or do you want to drop the bombs? Let's fly.
You want explosions? Buddy, you got it. Hop into one of these beauties and take it for a spin.
What if more of the forest were to cry out for help?
That's weird that they have them both talking at the same time. Wisp respond to Malfurion's call, but what if more of the forests were to cry out for help? Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, so I guess we're gonna bomb the wisp wall. I feel so good about that. Oh no, I can fly right over it. Okay, well that helps too. Oh, I have to kill the wisps. No, you're killing off Night Elf ancestors. Okay, well that's all right because sometimes the Night Elves are kind of arrogant, and it makes sense. Look, I like the Night Elves and all. I'm not saying that they don't have problems. I think even Malfurion would admit that. Okay, so now that we've taken care of that, oh, we need to fly over here. Ooh. Oh, marked trees felled. Okay, so blow it up. Fell that tree. Fell this tree. And fall this tree. Boom! I blew you up! I blew you up! But I actually have to hit from this particular angle. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now we're flying back to Zorumgar. Hopefully that takes care of our wisp wall issues. As I already know it will, because I played the Alliance side, and it becomes a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Oh, dude, it extends all the way out here? Out to the Zorum Strand. That's impressive, Malfurion. That is actually very impressive. So, let's head back to Zorumgar, which I'm pretty sure is going to make us fly all the way back into Darkshore. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm taking on so many activities right now. There we go. Okay. Ah, that's right. Damn it. Can I fix this already? Please tell me I can. Let's see. General options. Keybind mode. Can I fix this already? Yes, I can. Thank goodness. Porsche priority. All right, let's turn this in. How did it go?
To this torment.
Yay, 100 quests completed. An unstoppable force. Now is the time to strike, Drak. Passing through the wall will not be easy, but I think it's something you can handle. Do what you must to prevail and meet me on the other side. I will lead a squad of sturdy soldiers and as many demolishers as can survive the passing. We may not make it to Tarnassus today, but the outcome of this war does not rest on one victory alone. It will come as the result of 1,000 small victories. So let's get started, shall we? So disrupt the Alliance forces in Darkshore.
The wisps are susceptible to distraction. We will exploit this weakness to get past them.
Oh.
Sarfang, take a squad into Felwood. Seek a path over the mountain into Darkshore. But leave the siege weapons under my command. We will squeeze Malfurion from both sides.
War Chief, there is no safe passage through Felwood.
Find one or make one. Time is a luxury we do not possess.
No many smugglers, light collar.
I beg your pardon?
I am not naive. There is little chance that Everlook receives all its cargo through legitimate means. Someone is using a hidden route through Felwood.
Most smugglers would prefer to avoid the attention of the High Overlord. But I believe we can locate one who can be persuaded to assist us.
Then it is decided. Sarfang, Nathanos, you will leave at once.
Okay, so that was an interesting interaction. I beg your pardon. Come on, you're a hunter. Of course you've made deals with people. All right, so we're going to make our way back up to the Wisp Wall. Thankfully, it's not too far. Is that supposed to be the starting of Saurfang's kind of... I know that eventually Saurfang just kind of becomes to a point where he just doesn't want to be involved in the war anymore. Is that actually kind of the starting point? I wonder. I'm not exactly sure on the details, but I have been spoiled at least a little bit that Saurfang eventually just says, no, I'm done fighting. I'm not sure how or anything like that, but I know he's supposed to say, like, I'm done fighting. So...
We pass through the wall on my command.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay. That's
Brace
the problem.
yourselves. Pass through the wall, quickly! I cannot
There we go.
hold it much longer.
Oh, wow, she used her Banshee powers to get through. Oh, that was cool. That was awesome.
Once a breach has been made, the pain is bearable. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll give her some credit there. That was pretty awesome. All right, let's push into Darkshore.
Do not relent, hero. These savage elves would do you no such favor.
They probably
What joy
wouldn't.
is there in this curse?
Malfurion will return with his forces, but until then, let's press on. All right, so you would ask a question to me. So clearing them out. They have amassed an army before us, Drak, but it is no matter. The Horde war machine will not be stopped. Go into the Master's Glaive and dispatch their warriors, their sentinels. Any who would raise a blade against my soldiers. Clear out that petty rabble that seeks to delay the inevitable. Okay?
What are we
So
if
7
not slaves
Night Elf
to
forces
this
defeated.
torment?
A glaive misunderstanding. I love wordplay. Okay, the Kaldorai have brought their siege weaponry to the field. They are currently using it to oppose mine. We need those demolishers to reach Teldrassil if we hope to stand any chance of capturing it. Go and destroy their glaive throwers as swiftly as you are able. They think they will stop my advance here. They are mistaken. Show them the gravity of their error, Drak. Alright, so we will do just that, Dark Lady. Alright, so here we go into the Master's Glaive. Is it good to be fighting around an old god? Or at least a harbinger of an old god? I'm a little worried about this. I don't think Sylvanas has thought this through. Oh well. Well, we're gonna do this. This is gonna be the problem. It's gonna take a little while. I will also admit one other thing I'm kind of annoyed with is I may have gotten the impression wrong, but I was thoroughly convinced that 8.0 was going to give us the artifact appearances as transmog. And unfortunately, no, it's actually Battle for Azeroth that gives it. And so it was like, oh, man, I want to be my werebearer because I worked so hard to get it. And no, you said, no, I can't have it. Well, F you, Blizzard! I will have it. And actually, I do have an additional video that's going to be coming out fairly soon. Over my, this is putting it lightly, but my displeasure with the fact that one of these artifact appearances is forever lost, and the only reason being that has been given is prestige. I'm sorry, I'll buy prestige for a lot of things. This one is not one of them. That was artwork that people can appreciate for a long time, and for time immemorial, whatever you want to call it, and I do not like the fact that you kind of took that option away. When you could have easily blocked it behind other walls, like you kind of have with some of the other appearances. I mean, you overhauled your PvP system, so you could have easily made the rest of that work. But you just decided, no, because of prestige, we're just going to keep it this way. I mean, you could have easily blocked them off. You could have gotten rid of the Mage Tower, but you could have blocked them off in other ways, and I'll go into that in the video. Like, I actually came up with a few ideas that people would appreciate. So now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and turn these in with Sylvanas. It looks like she's made her way past the Master's Glaive.
No time for games.
So clearing them out, we are one step closer to our goals.
We are the Forsaken.
Then a glaive misunderstanding.
We will slaughter anyone who stands in our
This
way.
was an easy victory. Do not expect this to be this simple in the future. Malfurion will return with his forces, but until then, let's press on. Blurred vision. Look up! See them scattered among the trees? Those brightly glowing owls are not living, breathing denizens of the forest. They are Kaldorai magics, sentries, a ruse, reporting everything they see back to Malfurion. We can't have that, now can we? Deal with them, Drak, but take care. They aren't the only enemies in the forest. We cannot allow anything or anyone to stand in our way. Alright, so 8 Sentry Owls and 10 Frenzied Blackwood Furbolgs. So we're back to killing Furbolgs. Kill all these off. Hey look, we're being paired with a priest again. Except this time a Shadow Priest. So in here, and this is where all the Furbolgs are. Let's just grab as many of these as we possibly can. Boom! Oh, and I got a Sentry Owl in the process. That's helpful. Okay, so we're down to 4. Oh. There we go. We're down to 4. Grab both of these. So 5 left that we need for the Blackwoods and 6 more of the Sentry Owls. And then, like I said in the Alliance video, you guys can look forward to, I'm actually going to be doing my own vlogs and opinions on Warbringers, starting with Jaina. And I'm guessing that the next week is either going to be, if I were to take a guess, I would say Sylvanas, but I'm wondering if they're going to keep Sylvanas until later. Which is entirely possible. Okay, there we go. I have to remind myself every now and then that I don't have all the hotkeys set up on this guy like I did on my other druid. Okay, so 2 more Sentry Owls and 4 more Blackwood Furbolgs.
I need a target.
Grab you. There we are. Ah, crap, I need to... I keep on doing it. Like, I have kind of a default backup, kind of the instinct as a tank, and I keep on doing it, and nope, it's not there for me. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have all of our Sentry Owls. We just need 3 more Blackwood Furbolgs. See if we can bring these other 2 over. That should take care of it for us. See if we can drag them just a little bit further down. There we go. 8, 9, 10. That's the added advantage of a tank, is you can actually get away with that crap. And it doesn't hurt that bad. Alright, Sylvanas. Oh, and we have some Goblin Shredders. She's been busy.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
Nicely done. The trees have ears. With the eyes of the forest shut, one thing remains. The ears. Ancients. They feel the vibrations of our footsteps and report our every move to Malfurion. Got that torch handy? Oh! Defeat the Burning Ancient. Okay. Well, that was a druid I feel kind of bad. I'm sure that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to safeguard nature, and instead I'm fighting a tree that's on fire. I'm just a nice guy, aren't I? Whoops. There we go. Well, we've taken care of that.
What joy is there in
Come,
this
champion,
curse?
let us take this ancient grove. Oh, that's cool.
Sylvanas, your foul deeds desecrate this sacred place. Undo Falador.
Malfurion, how gracious of you to join us. Who would have guessed that you would come to protect your precious trees?
Be gone, witch.
My eyes! It burns. Where did you fly away to, little bird?
Sorry, have to say it. And that is why Malfurion is more badass than you. Okay, so Sylvanas.
We are the Forsaken.
So the Blackwood
We
Den.
will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
We have not moved all our troops into Darkshore yet, but I think we have enough to justify establishing a foothold somewhere. I know just the place. Just south of here is the Blackwood Den. Its inhabitants, the Furbolgs, have been driven into a hysteria. With our enemies poured from the north, the Furbolg threat is a nuisance we cannot afford. I will lead another squad past the wall while you negotiate with the Furbolgs. Okay?
I have no time for games.
Nothing rallies the so aggressive inspiration. Nothing rallies the Horde more than their banner standing in the ruin of an enemy stronghold. Go to Blackwood Den, take the territory there, raise the Horde banners, and let none question our dominance over this land. Okay, so we need to plant 3 Horde banners in the Blackwood Den, and then we also need to take care of 10 Blackwood Furbolgs. Well, we've got some work ahead of us, but I wonder if things end kind of in the same place as they do for everybody else. Let's go ahead and do the first Horde banner. There we go. Don't mind me. I'm just wrecking you guys and planting a Horde banner. So you guys will forever love me by that, right? You know, they still haven't figured out this whole maddening Furbolg problem. You'd think somebody would get on that by now. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. All right, so here's our center, and then our final southern banner, and now I'm just gonna plow through these guys. Boom, boom, boom. We're just gonna grab them all. Thankfully, we have a pally here who can help us out with the AoE. Consecrate this place, man. Okay, this is gonna put us up to 6, so we only need 4 more. And already I see another 2. Let's just grab them both up. Boom! Yeah, this is actually really helpful to have a Retribution pally. Just have a DPS here. That would be awesome. Fairy Fire! There we go. All 10. Thank you, pally boy! Say hi to YouTube. Okay. Sylvanas.
We are the Forsaken.
Blackwood Den.
We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Just you wait, Drak. Once we have conquered Darnassus, the elders of the Blackwood tribe will be thanking us for restoring peace to the Den. We just need to borrow it for the moment.
What
All right, and then
choice are in this
aggressive
curse?
inspiration. This is not a time for subtle gestures. Okay, the start of something good. While the rest of our army sets up camp, you should follow me. I spotted something interesting on my way back from Zorumgar. I'll admit, not even I could have predicted such fortuitous happenstance. Come with me, Drak, and bring a pickaxe. Oh, Najvel. So, yeah, we're gonna be...
Sappers, gather your gear and follow me. Bring every shredder we have.
She knows about the Azerite. Okay, so I already know where we need to go, so we'll head over to Najvel. And she knows about the Azerite. Okay, so we're gonna go and mine some Azerite, because that's a good thing to do for Sylvanas. Yep, here we go. So we need to meet Sylvanas at Najvel. Right on the beach. And talk to Jux.
Yeah?
With
What
this
do you
in our
want?
grasp, all who dare to oppose the
Yeesh.
Horde
Took my
will
head off,
fall.
why don't you?
Proceed with caution, champion. It seems the Alliance has beaten us to it. That ship must have come from Darnassus, which means I have a crow to hunt.
Ah, okay, so she's gonna go off to face Malfurion.
I ain't getting paid to chat.
You want the war chief? We got work to do. Okay, so fueling the Horde war machine. You heard the war chief? We got Azerites shooting out of those ruins over there, and the Night Elves are trying to snag it. Get to those ruins and get some of this, collect some of that stuff. This whole attack is done for if the Night Elves get their hands on that Azerite.
Do not get on Gallywix's bad side.
Then a very clear message. The Alliance got the Azerite here before us. The place is crawling with Night Elves. Kill as many of them as you can see. We gotta make sure none of them deliver even an ounce of Azerite to the Alliance. So,
Never need any. You know it.
10 Night Elf forces and 6 Azerite collected. So thankfully, since I am a druid, it is very easy for me to collect Azerite. I wonder if it's going to be that easy. It's probably not that easy to collect Azerite for a druid in Battle for Azeroth. Probably not, because that would make Blizzard, or that would make druids a little overpowered in the Azerite department. Boom! Come on! So used to my other druid who is way OP right now. But that's one of the advantages of having the Darkshore World Quest, is that I can then do a big catch-up to this level of gear and not have to necessarily go through Argus. Although I probably will take this guy through Argus just to get some of the benefits there. Okay, so 2 more Azerite to collect, and then we can just sit here and trounce Night Elves the entire time. Okay, actually, just go ahead and do it. Just tag both of these. They're archers, so I can't really do too much. Whee! Come on! You can hit harder than this, Drak! You did so well with the High Mountain Tauren and the Nightborn. Well, Nightborn didn't really have enemies, or hard enemies, I guess I should say. Come on. You can hit harder than this. There we go. So 4 out of 10. This is my last Azerite. So now I can do stuff like this, which is just go and grab as many enemies as I can. Hopefully find some extra enemies. Boom! There we go. That's what I wanted. This will put me up to 7, but unfortunately it looks like I lost the other one. Oh, no, I didn't. She's coming. And I'll just tank these guys. That'll be fine. That'll put me up to freaking 8. Oh, and I got a rogue here. Yay! Okay, so 7. Let's grab as many of these guys as we can possibly get our hands on. This is gonna be 8. Oh, dude, and the cave has a blue glow too. I wonder if you went in there, I wonder if there would be Azerite in the cave. That would be interesting. There we go. So we just need 2 more. We just grab this Druid of the Claw. Nope. Nope, can't grab that Archer. Can I grab one of these guys? Boom! Oh, and here's our Shadow Priest friend. It's helpful to quest with so many other people. Come on, go ahead and start attacking her. Gonna be totally fine. Yep, she's already started. Ah, come on! And now I got this guy too. Well, now I have to kill this Druid of the Claw, even though I got them all taken care of. I will say this, it's actually taken a tad longer to do the Horde version of Part 1 compared to the Alliance. And the Alliance kept me fairly engaged, unlike the initial errands we had to do right off. Okay?
I get no respect around here.
I know, man. It sucks. Fueling the Horde war machine. That should do it. The Night Elves still won't know what hit them. I'm sure they won't.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Whew, that was a close call. Those Night Elves should have just ran away when they had the chance. Hey, a gift of Azerite. I think we got a handle of things here. You gotta bring all this Azerite back to Zavik Blastwix at the main camp. He's gonna know just how to use this stuff to really take down the Alliance.
Hey, I got your back.
Okay, so on our way back to Blackwood Den, which I'm guessing is gonna be a full-on Horde camp by now. Oh, dude, I love that sword. Sticking in it. Oh, I want that sword. Can I have that sword, please? Just Just have that on like a rogue or something. Oh boy, that would be amazing. Okay. So come on over here to Zarvik's. Or Zarvik. That's right, for me, you shouldn't have. Just kidding. Of course you should have. All right, then we have an additional quest.
Ooh,
Wild Ride.
Azurite? That's the good stuff. Let me just... Hold on a second, will you? I'll add in a bit of this. Smash it in real good. Gunpowder, some fuses, and copper chips. A couple of dashes of my secret ingredient, and voila! The modifications are complete. This thing is the bomb. Now, seriously, to blow the top hat off of Galliwitz's pleasure palace. Makes a goblin proud, you know?
I'm sure it does. All right, so Zarvik. So a wild ride. Let me tell you, kid, this may be some of the best work I've ever done. Now that the upgrades are in place, there's no time to waste. The battle is raging over Wild Bend River. Take the modified Hellion into battle and give them hell.
For real.
Ian. Oh, no, I didn't take the quest. What the heck? Come on, wild ride.
Right back.
There we go. Okay, so take the Hellion. I think this is going to be the wrap-up quest, because it's kind of like the Night Elf's equivalent, where you had a Tree of Life that you took over for. But we just need to ride it up to the Wild Bend River. Hopefully that won't take too long. I'm always worried when I'm piloting one of these things. It could easily blow up on me. Especially if it's goblins. You know it has to blow up if it's goblin. Gnomes, something else might happen. You might turn into a sheep. That's what they like to do. So meanwhile, at the Wild Bend River, yep, so here's all our forces making their way past Wild Bend River. Now that we're here, oh, we are free to pilot, so... Okay, Kaldorei forces. Let's take care of all these guys. We just need to take care of these Awakened Ancients. Boom! Oh my gosh. Azurite ain't kidding. Not mess around. Okay, Awakened Ancient. I'm almost done with the Kaldorei forces, so we really do need to... We need another Awakened Ancient. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this guy. Boom! Okay, 3 out of 5. We need 2 more Awakened Ancients. Let's go ahead and start killing this guy. That's 4. Come on. Boom, there we go. Oh, remove corruption? What the heck? Oh, sorry, that's mine. That's my bar, so he's just flying in. Yay, we did it. War Chief!
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
For every enemy we slay, 2 replace them on the battlefield. A looming threat. This stalemate is unwise to pursue. Let's regroup at the Blackwood Den. Okay. So we'll head back to the Blackwood Den, where I think we're gonna have a little bit of... I think this is actually where the quest is supposed to end, is like the stalemate at Wild Bend River. So almost there. And then what basically is going to happen is next week, I think it's going to push all the way to Lordanel. And then eventually we're going to make our way to Teldrassil, and that's going to be the last kind of wrap-up one before Battle for Azeroth, and we start dealing with the events in that. So let's go ahead and regroup with Sylvanas.
I've no time for games.
In death we are reborn. Where do we go from here, War Chief?
Wild Bend River is locked in a stalemate, and Malfurion knows it. We must stay the course for now. I will continue leading our soldiers through the wall while we await word from Safa. In the meantime, we will do all that we can to keep the Kaldorei under pressure.
Also, so they don't expect anything.
We shall not afford them the luxury of a peaceful night's rest. This is war.
All right.
We are the Forsaken.
We must wait for Sarfang to return before we proceed. All right, and there you go. So this basically ends part 1 of the War of the Thorns. So when we get back next week, we will be pushing on into the Night Elf city of Lordanel, and then finally, eventually, to Teldrassil to begin the events of Battle for Azeroth. We'll see you guys then.